Hey guys, Trevor Holt here. Just a quick message. Back at work today after my shoulder operation last week. Everything's going well, feeling fine. Haven't learned to dress myself properly yet, but working hard on that. It's important for me, I suppose, and what I do to keep an active presence on social media. I know social media is not essential for most businesses or for most things, but it's something that I enjoy doing, and being present is a big part of who I am. And not just that, I think it's important to support people in their endeavours. I've had a lot of people that support me in my endeavours. So, as you know, I've been doing the Who Are We podcast. Excuse me, I haven't had my coffee yet. I've been a bit busy. I've been doing the Who Are We podcast. I don't know what we're up to now, but we're certainly getting close to 50 episodes, I think, on there. And I've had some amazing, wonderful guests on there. Obviously, I had some people that have struggled a bit as well, and different people at different stages in their life, all trying to, live their life and be themselves, which is something that I encourage. Not everyone's going to like everything I say. Not everyone's going to agree with everything I say, but I'm just living my truth and who I am, and being the best version of me. So, but it's important. I've identified it's important for me not to do things by myself. And as a man, I suppose this is something that's, I don't know, bashed into us, or something that's normal. In particular, I find in men, can't speak for women, and I can't speak for all men. I can only speak for myself. But asking for help is something that's really doesn't resonate with how I was raised, or the culture that I grew up in. As a man, I feel it's been my responsibility to find solutions and to problem solve, and to and work through any issues internally, I suppose. And I'm living proof of that, I suppose. Like on my weight loss journey, I went from 140 plus kgs to, I think the lowest I was 83 kgs when I was extreme box jumping on my birthday last year. When I went for the world record, I was up to about 92, 93 kgs, a little bit heavier. And that was all on my own. I lost a lot of weight over a couple of years there. Tried to change my lifestyle. And obviously, I lost a lot of strength in that journey. And I severely nearly killed myself, dislocated my elbow here when I was doing some horse training. That bone popped right out. That was quite hard. Then the realization that I hadn't built up enough strength, and then trying to get some strength back, I wrecked my shoulder here. And obviously that's a result of, me trying to tackle these issues on my own. And as a human, I don't know everything. I don't pretend to know everything, and I'll never know everything. And different people have different skill sets. And it's important as a man to identify that it's okay to lean on other people's skill sets to get going. And we shouldn't have to have negative outcomes in our lives to have this realization. And talking about it, I suppose, is going to help. So I've identified, and it's been something that I preach a lot, social connection is a big part of mental health, along with your physical health, along with your exercise and your diet. It's all interlinked into your lifestyle and in your overall well-being. So I'm always one to not just talk the talk, but walk the walk. And with so many amazing coaches on the podcast, and so many amazing not life coaches and business coaches, and extreme or elite athlete coaches, all sorts of people have spoken on the podcast, and I've related to a lot of them of what they say. And I've never really participated in any of their programs. There was one program, who was it, that I did participate in afterwards, and provided some insight to. Let me see if I can find who that was, and that was Actually, I've seen an email from him. That was a good good program as well, and about hypnotizing. What was his name? Let me see if I can find it. The problem with working without a script, I suppose, is you get a little bit sidetracked like this. But I do have. Oh, that's him here, Wayne. So Wayne, that's right. Wayne Donnelly. He was an amazing guy that does the hypnotist stuff and works on mindset and talks about goals and that. And I participated in one of his 5 day 5 days events, and I never really followed through with any further programming from him. But he would be an amazing guy to work with, and I see it all the time. Coaches on LinkedIn or whatever. There's a few on there that I would. Angie is another one. She does amazing work. I've seen a lot of her work, but obviously authentic people really resonate with me. So trying to find people that work. Angie McQuillan. She does some pretty good work, and I could see myself working with different people like that. But I think the moral of the story is don't take the burden of the world on your own shoulders and do it. I'm very blessed. I've got a very good support structure in my partner, and I know that a lot of people don't have that sort of support that I have, and I wouldn't be who I am today without that amazing support. But I feel as a person I can do better. I can get and I've been talking on LinkedIn and had a few people that do weight training and do personal training as well, and I see some of their posts and draw from these guys' experiences as well, and their wise words of wisdom. It's okay. And also there's a psychiatrist, I think. She relates as does amazing work on LinkedIn. Darlene Barton. Does Darlene identify as? She's counselor, therapist, and mediator, conflict resolution, life business executive, and coaching people development. So she does amazing things. So there's a lot of people out there that I've been able to relate with on this. But I'm going to take that a little bit one step further today, and I'm going to announce I've been talking to a really good guy, actually, a good bloke, and I decided that I'm going to participate into one of his programs, and it starts on Thursday this week. So what's the day? Today's Tuesday. So he's 8 hours behind me, I think, in the Netherlands or Dutchland, somewhere like that. So he's doing a fast, prolonged water fasting. It kicks off on the 4th of April. So Brian Moller, Jacobsen, and he's been on my podcast and had a few words on there. He does amazing work as well. So I'm going to announce here today that I'm going to work with him on that program of his, on that fast. So let's see if I can get some of that, and I'll put some links on there. I think it's a 7-day fast starting here. The last meal is going to be Thursday night this week. So and I'm just going to touch base with Brian, daily, and have a chat to him about how I'm feeling, how I'm going. And I'm going to do these videos about how I'm going with that, because obviously the biggest concern I have is I'm quite busy in regards to I do a lot of stuff. I live in Royal, I suppose, and it's like an hour's drive to get anywhere and do anything. I do about 5 hours of empowerment programs a day. I started having Friday off. Someone put myself first, so I put that day off, so I don't work Fridays anymore. Well, not empowerment programs anyway. I still do work on the farm or whatever. But I do them 5 hours there. So even just for that, by the time I drive there and do them and drive back, it's probably close to 7 hours, 7 hours or whatever. And then that's Monday to Thursday, and I do a lot of empowerment programs on Saturday and Sunday as well. National bush walks on Sunday. So I do a fair bit of stuff, and I've been pretty successful with fasting 16 hours a day when I'm on my weight loss journey. But my relationship with food is terrible. I don't have a very good relationship with food. I eat food if I'm stressed, if I'm anxious, if I'm worried or tired. Any sort of negative feelings that I have is generally overcome with chocolate. And that's a really bad habit that I have, and it's something that's been holding me back for a long time. So I feel as a double-edged sword, I suppose, here by working with Brian, and I've talked to him about this already, about some of these negative relationship I do have with food, and going through this fasting journey with him. I feel I could sort of work on both of them aspects of my life for better outcomes. Because don't forget, every day we're trying to get better than what we were yesterday, a continuous improvement loop. So, and the other difficulties I have is I'm studying my bachelor in psychology. I'm in nearly the halfway mark of 2 of the subjects now, and one of them statistics, I suppose. And the brain, with all these stupid names that people call parts of their brain. So learning all that stuff now, but so it's not going to be easy. But and also the pain management, I suppose, on my operation, but that I had last week. But in saying this, I suppose it's also an example of reaching out for help and working with people of like mind. To go through these life things with you, and just to build that professional relationship with people. It takes effort. It takes effort to get on Skype and Zoom and talk to people and be open and honest and authentic. And I try to be as authentic as I can on social media. I try not just to post the positive stuff. I try to post a good mixture of positive and negative stuff. I try to get a good mixture of argumentative type, different perspective type posts compared to agreements, and try and support different people and different things. And I don't always agree with everything, and sometimes I let things slide, and some things I make a comment or whatever. But basically, I'm just trying to be present and trying to engage, and that's what I have been doing. I have a fair bit of success with that. When you look at my statistics. So, but I just want to demonstrate to men out there, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to get help. And the other thing I wanted to make a quick point on, a lot of people, and from my perspective in particular, working with people that are down and out, that are low, homeless people, drug addiction people, people with weight problems, and relationship problems, and generally a lot of negative type people. That's why they're in the position they are in, is this whole they need help, and you're there to help them. But it's very easy, and I suppose this is where self-care comes into it. It's very easy to get dragged into the negative vibes, into the negative feelings, into the bitter. A lot of people are bitter and upset or cranky, traumatized or victimized, or all these sort of terrible things going on in the world, and can't get homelessness. And I had a doctor the other day in Ipswich mentioned that he couldn't find anywhere to live because of there's nowhere to rent and all the rest of it, and he couldn't afford it because it was too expensive. And this is one of the specialist doctors there at the orthopedics work. So it's difficult for everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, but constantly dealing with these people that require assistance, living on the streets or doing it tough or whatever, and they require a lot of energy. And I give a lot of people a lot of my energy, but giving out all my energy all the time, sometimes I can get drawn into this negative vibe, and it's very easy to get caught up into that negative mindset and to get all my absorb the negativity around me and the problems and take that on board, because I do wear my heart on my sleeve and I do take all that on board. But trying to talk to different people on Zoom or different professionals, that's why the podcast has been very good for me. It's like a coping mechanism, but just bouncing ideas off different people, and it takes effort, it takes time, and as part of building your social structure and working on your own mental health as well. So, and just showing that you know, that you're keen and able to do that, and working with different people, I feel is good. So yeah, so this is the first time I'm going to I suppose be coached by one of these LinkedIn coaches, and I know Jen is also another good one. I'll have to take her. She does amazing work on her over there in America. Carpenter, I think it's Jen. Yeah, Jen Carpenter. Yeah. So what she identify as her title. Well, you and your employee be. Oh, yeah, that's right. Insurances for you and your employees. And a business coach. She doesn't actually say business coach on her profile there, but she does a lot of amazing work. Yeah, that's a motto. Tomorrow may be too late, so why wait? Secure and savvy solutions. Yeah. So yeah, so there's another empowered woman doing great things that I would probably work with as well. So there's a few. It doesn't matter whether you're a man or woman, business coach or whatever. I'm you know, happy to work with anyone that I can relate to. And so yeah, so today I'm announcing that it's Brian. I decided to work on his program, and I will tag him in it and tag all these other amazing people that I work with on LinkedIn. And I suppose the point of it is it's okay to ask for help. In fact, it's encouraged to ask for help. There's heaps of people and heaps of resources out there to help you, and you don't have to know everything, and you don't have to be good at everything. People have their skill sets, and to be the best you can be, it's important just to focus on your skill set and do what you do, and utilize the resources around you to get the better outcomes in your own life, because no one's going to get better outcomes in your life for you. It's up to you to reach out and ask, you know. So anyway, that's a little spiel today, but I'll put some words in a post, and hopefully we'll have some success. If anyone else wants to join the fast, feel free to PM me or Brian or whatever. I'll put you in touch. And he's got a Zoom meeting that does a little bit of a debrief with you first, and talks to you about, you know, motives and all the rest of it. But yeah, so but it'd be very well worth it, and hopefully I can get good outcomes out of it. So expect to see me once a day now for the next week anyway, and I'll do these short little videos. Okay, guys, have fun. Thanks. See you. Bye.